Today we're going to be talking about team structure, and as always, I like to start off the lecture by kind of putting everything in context. So we began the semester by talking about the structure of our economy and how within a neoliberal economy, the definition of success for a private business is not profit, it's return on investment. It's how much that profit grows. And so that's what we're trying to accomplish as a business, is to maximize our ROI. Our business is embedded within an industry, and the ROI of that industry is determined by 5 forces. So buyer power, rivalry within the industry, threat of new entrants, threat of substitutes, and supplier power. And these 5 forces influence or determine the return on investment within an industry. So organizations need to understand the 5 forces, and they need to use strategy to position themselves within the industry to maximize, to counterbalance the 5 forces and maximize ROI. And so we talked about Porter's 4 generic strategies, which is cost leadership, cost focus, broad differentiation, and focus differentiation. And so you can see here what we have. We have the economy, which is at a societal level. We have 5 forces, which is at the industry level. And then we have strategy, which is at the organizational level. And we talked last week about how you use organizational structure to accomplish strategy. This week, we're going to talk about how you use team structure to accomplish organizational structure. Teams are the building blocks of organizational structure. So you probably think of teams you probably most align this with a matrix structure. However, teams are used in all organizational structures. In a functional structure, we make departments based on divisions. Well, a department's just a really big team, right? And we'll break that up into sub-teams, but a department's a team. In a divisional structure, we have different divisions within the organization. A division is just another name for team. And again, we'll break that division up into smaller and smaller teams. But for all of these structures, the building blocks of organizational structure is teams. There's another type of organizational structure which isn't used very often, so we didn't talk about it in class, but it was in your reading for this week, and that's a holacracy. And in a holacracy, the entire organization is just broken up into self-managed teams. This isn't a very common way to structure an organization, so that's why we didn't talk about it, but it really embraces the idea that organizations are just teams. There are 5 design components of a team that we'll be talking about today. There's goal clarity, task structure, composition, function, and norms.